Example 6. Graphing a general solution. So far we've learned how to create a general solution when given a derivative. We've talked about how to find a particular solution when you're given the general solution and then a point that the general solution goes through. Now I'm going to talk about what the graph of a general solution looks like. So in example 6, we're going to graph the family of functions that solve dy dx equals cosine of x. This means that when you take the derivative of the function we're going to get cosine of x. So the first step is to determine the general solution. So to do that, we multiply both sides by dx, and we get dy is equal to cosine x dx. Then what we're going to do is we're going to integrate both sides with respect to each variable. So we get y is equal to sine of x plus c. And keep in mind, this is the general solution. Well, we can't graph every single solution because there's infinite c's, but we can graph a sample of them. We can graph a couple. So what you're going to want to do is get out your graphing calculator. So here it is, my handy dandy calculator. And what you want to do from here is turn it on. So we turn it on. Oh, that's the final product. Go ahead and clear that out. So what we need to do is we need to insert some values for C. And in the graphing calculators, we have what's called a list that we can use. So you're going to hit stat. I know, we don't like statistics, but that's okay. We're going to hit stat. And then we're going to have a choice to edit, sort, clear list, that kind of stuff. I hit edit, and I already have mine typed in, but under L1, I'll show you how to do it. If it's clear, you just type in -3, enter, -2, enter, and so on until you have all the numbers. You should have between -1 and -3 and 3 in your list. Then you're going to quit out of that. So what we want to do is we want to graph that. So you push y equals, and then we're going to type in sine of x, so sine of x plus, but instead of adding just a number, we're going to add each of those numbers. So we're going to add -3, -2, -1, and so on. But we can do this all at once by hitting second list and then hitting L1. So we push graph, and now the calculator is going to start graphing all of them for you. So this is cosine of x, or sine of x minus 3, sine of x minus 2, sine of x minus 1, and so on. This gives us our family of functions. If you want to graph it on Geogebra, you can also do it. Geogebra is also capable of creating lists. And the way you create a list in Geogebra is you go into the input, you put the curly brackets, put the numbers you want, push enter, and it creates a list for you. Then you're going to graph sine of x plus capital L underscore 1, and there it is. And you can see as I zoom out, they do go on forever. And this is called a family of functions.